They'll run it. Here's Cook. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on second down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This one taken in by Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Passing, it's Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're able to work
this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
The 20. For touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
48 yards.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is going to bring out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Running from the shotgun with Madison.
Paulson Adebo up to make the stop. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Cook up the gut. And some room to work.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And out of bounds right around the 20. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
On play action, Cousins.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm ready to go. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Again, it's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The pass caught by Olave.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
Jet sweep, here's Olave.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Here's Dalton.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
From the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Well, it's only a one-score game, third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. the gun. It's Dalton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. It's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to sort one away in the 4th.
The possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 29, Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's got his target. It's Olave.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Dalton.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle. Vikings 23.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Now Dalton. This is caught, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
What's good on the extra point? And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, not giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And we are tied. They return it to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
So you're down by 6, hoping your defense would make a big play. I think this qualifies as a big play made.
Without a doubt, and when you first see the ball free, your first instinct is just fall on it. But he obviously wanted way more than that, and that's exactly what he got, taking it all the way for 6.
And now they can lead it with the point after. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.